Hello, Power Year 4s, and welcome to Gemma's Window for this month of September 2019. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh my goodness, we're going to have a nice time. Now, if you're not sure of your Power Year number, check on the calculation box below. And then you can figure out your Power Year number all by yourself at your own pace. You only have to do it once for the year of 2019. Okay, fours? Now, if you are a Power Year number 4, you are in the month of 4. Indeed, you are. For the month of September, you are in the month of 4. So, wow, it's a double whammy of 4. And let's review what that 4 means. 4 is about getting the job done. 4 is about building, and it builds. And it even builds for others and then moves on. So you could be building a program of some kind, or building a relationship, or building who knows what in your life and in this month of September, and you're getting things done. And it's hard work too. And it crosses the board. It goes from romance to relationship to home and hearth to business, buildings. Everything, health, whatever. Here you are, 4s, and it's a it can be difficult month, but it also can be good for relationships because it can be a commitment month. You can decide or finally make that decision to move. So it's fun too. Obviously, action is fun. So I have a few special days, 4s, in the month of September, if you'd like to jot them down or try to remember some of them. For job and for finances, for good days for results on those two fronts will be September 9th, September 18th, the 27th, the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, and the 27th. Now, for romance, the best days in September will be the 2nd, the 11th, and the 20th. For surprises or unexpected events, 4s, take a look at September 7th, September 16th, and September 25th. Now, best days in every month for you 4 are the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th. Those are your power days. And those are days where you can expect double rewards for things that you've been working on or things that you want to work on. Let's put those numbers aside and let's get our cards and let's start shuffling. And while I'm shuffling, I'm just going to plug a second and let you know that I'm hoping to do a special production for October, and that will be Gemma's Window, true local or New Jersey, something like that, ghost stories. I hope to do a segment weekly in the month of October. I have a lot of true ghost stories from my clients, but I would love more. And I don't mind if the story is yours or your grandmother's or the milkman's. As long as it is true, and I don't care where it's from. I want to know where it's from because I want it to be true, but and I'd like to potentially use it. And if I don't use it for October, I'll do it again and use it another time. So if you can hop onto my website at gemmaswindow.com and just write it out for me, or even set up a time to talk to me. I'd love to have it. Thank you. Okay, 4s, let's take a look at, for those of you who are working, then we're going to look at those of you who are looking for work, and then we'll look at romance, and then we'll look at best possible outcome for any situation in your life. But for right now, we're looking at those of you 4s who are working, what's going on? 4s, it looks to me like you've been doing a really, really good job, and there's some kind of upheaval coming up. There's some kind of upheaval that potentially happens, or in this month of 4, or you say to yourself, this is well and good. I've kind of reached, the best of where I can be in the office, or at least with my education or certification or knowledge, and I feel like you really want to further yourself or change completely. And this is the month to make that decision to do that, to sign up for the classes, or to say, I got to take some time off. I have to do something else. This is the month, it says, and it's this month. It says it's September, so it's not next month. It's now. It's giving you permission in this reading that, you're right. You're right. There does seem to be a hankering for you to be moving forward in the workplace and do in some other capacity. So this is the month to make that decision and make it happen. And you're very hard on yourself, because I pulled an extra card by mistake, and it says you're very hard on yourself. Like you keep second guessing, and you keep saying, no, I'm not ready to ask for a raise, or no, I'm not ready to ask for that promotion or that transfer. But I guess you are, because you're in the month of 4, and these cards are saying to go ahead and do that. Now, I want to pull cards for those of you who are looking for work, and you're a 4, and you're in this month of September, which is the month of 4, and I feel like what I'm getting for you is that if you're looking for a job, I feel like the timing isn't right yet. I know what I said. Yes, I do. That September for you 4s, you're in this month of 4, and my God, it seems like this is the month it should be happening. But it seems to me that the timing is just a little bit off for you, and it's going to take longer for the job to come back. That's what's here. And now the month of October will be a month of changes for you. And then the month of November will be the month of responsibility. So either of those months could lend themselves to a job coming through, but it just seems to be, or maybe it's the last day of September that you hear something, but it just seems to be dragging its feet, and that's the way it's meant to be for whatever reason. Hey, 4s, let's take a look at what's going on for those of you who are in a love relationship at this time. Let's take a look. So what I have here is, here you are, and you're thinking, oh, okay, everything's going well, and I'm doing okay, and we're doing okay, and then suddenly something is revisited, something that is annoying, or something that you thought was done and dusted. And this can be somebody coming from your past and knocking on your door, somebody coming from your loved one's past and knocking on their door, or it could be that you both agreed that you're not going to spend every holiday at your loved one's family's place, and yet a holiday has arisen and you're going back again. It's something that is being revisited yet again in this month of September. If the dialogue hasn't happened yet, then it's coming to fruition. The outcome is a very, very nice outcome. I just would like to give you more information than that. The outcome is the victorious outcome. So whatever makes you feel victorious, maybe you're bringing something up again in this month of September 4s. Maybe you're thinking that, no, I'm not done with this yet. I thought that I was, but I'm not. And maybe you get your own way or come out victorious, or you nip in the bud whatever the situation is that's knocking on your door or your loved one's door. In any case, it's a fantastic card. So things go well for you there with whatever crops up in this month of September for you. Let's take a look at those of you who are looking for relationships. Let's take a look and see what's the best that we can expect for you. You're looking for love. It's a great month for you. It's a great year for you. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, it's not this blazing inferno of hot, hot, passionate love here for you in this month of 4. I feel like you're holding your ground. You're holding your ground about something. What I have is the very good friend card in the center. So I feel like, and I feel it's more of your energy hooked onto the card saying, no, no. I want to be alone for a while, or I just wanted to be friends with this person, and I don't mean to hurt anybody, and I don't want to hurt anybody, but I know I don't want to be alone maybe for my whole life, but at this time, I also don't want to walk into yet another mistake. And there's some kind of regret with it, something that makes you feel badly about it, whether this is to a stranger or whether it's to someone that you knew in the past, but you're not looking to walk into another mess. And, with this number 4 in September, it's about building blocks, and you could be building up to a new expectation, something new that you're looking for and you're holding out. Maybe you don't even know what it is and you're holding out to give yourself some more time. In the midst of it, I feel like you do feel badly, but I feel you holding your ground in this month. And I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like anything that you do is okay. But I feel like it's a good thing for you in this month. I don't even want to say not to rush into something, but to hold true to what these new things you've been thinking of are lately. Like, I've decided, believe me, I'm making fun right now. I've decided that everybody with brown hair is no good for me, and that seems to be the only kind of person that's asking me out or seems interested in me. I'm going to hold out for a redhead. That's just a funny example, but that is like what I'm feeling is like you're like, no, you've made up your mind that something's got to change, and the cards are saying you stick with it. Very interesting. Now, for our last segment, I'm going to ask what's the best outcome we can expect for 4s in the month of September for anything at all that you want to ask. And that can be about somebody else. If your sister or your brother has a situation going on and you'd like to know, well, what's the best that we can expect out of the situation, or there's a health situation, anything you want. Or if you want to ask again about romance or job, go ahead. So here we go. We're going to say what's the best for our 4s in September in any situation. So this is what I have for you, 4s. And I hope for many of you this helps you. Remember, the more specific your question is, before I give you the answer, the more specific the question is, the more you can tweak my answer to make it fit, as long as you don't change the outcome. So, I have that you were waiting. You were either waiting for something to come around, or someone was waiting for something to come around if you're asking about somebody else. And I feel like you're making a choice and moving forward. You're making a choice and moving forward, and you're not waiting anymore, 4s. You're making a choice with the information that you have at hand, and you just want to move forward. And what I feel like, and this is very unusual, but then again, these are general readings, and so things do come in differently. Because I can't say that I've ever felt this or gotten this before. I feel like you've got somebody. It's like you got on your left arm, you've got somebody hanging, and on your right arm, you've got somebody hanging. And if it's not somebody, maybe it's an idea, or it's a group, or it's a thought that a belief system that you always had. I feel like you just take off willy-nilly and say, I've got to make some changes or create some new solutions to this issue, and I can't keep listening to the peanut gallery, or I can't keep listening to my own beliefs that are telling me you might be sorry, because, you just might be sorry. I feel like you just take off and say, I got to come up with something new or I'm going to go crazy. And you do. And that in this month of September, you've got the universe on your side, or whomever you asked about, the universe is on their side to say the heck with everybody, the heck with everything I've ever thought or known or what somebody's been telling me or how I was doing it. Enough. I'm gonna shake it up, and I'm gonna do things the way I think now they should be done or addressed. And there you have it. There you have it for us for your month of September. Thank you so much for joining Gemma's Window. And remember those true ghost stories to gemmaswindow.com. I cannot wait. We're going to have so much fun I'm going to have fun doing it. I hope you'll have fun listening in October. For a private read, that's the same place you would jump on, to Gemma's Window. And .com. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next month here at Gemma's Window. I'll see you next month, Fours. Bye for now.